Hey everybody, John here, Old Hickory Forge. Welcome back. Coming at you with kind of an impromptu project that I'm just kind of doing on a whim because the materials for my next axe build aren't going to be here till next week, and there's still snow everywhere and all the roads are frozen over, so there ain't really a whole hell of a lot I can do, but that's no excuse not to be productive. So we're going to make us a nail header, which is a tool used for making nails. So I'm going to use this piece of 1-inch round 1045 for that. I'm going to need a really small square drift, so I've got a piece of S7 tool steel I'm going to make that out of. So stick around, you'll see what we got going on. First thing I got to do is thaw out my frozen solid quench bucket. So got a few big pieces of stock I've heated up. I'm just going to take the piece that's going to become my drift, forge out a simple square taper. Then you want to carry that taper back to make it longer, because you want a pretty thin taper. This is some 3/8 S7. And the stock I'm going to be using to make the nails is going to be 1/4 inch. So I've got to taper this down quite a bit. To make the tool itself, we're going to isolate the area we want to become the actual head of it. Right about there should do it. Just using the edge of the anvil. See what we got going? Starting to get that area a little more defined. So we've got the area to make the header isolated, now we got to center it. So just use the opposite side of what you've been doing your set down. Make sure you got a good solid grip on it. And just hit kind of off of the anvil. And that'll bring it kind of more centered. Then you can just start flattening it out. So this is where we're on the drift. I've been working on it in between heats on the header itself. What you see at the top, it's just slightly smaller than this 1/4 inch stock we're going to be making the nails out of. That way we're going to be able to get a good head on our nails, so we got a good long taper. I'll grind that smooth just to thin it out a little more and dress it up, but that's just about ready to go. I've actually got more steel here than I want, so I'm going to go ahead and cut off some excess. Now it's just a matter of drawing this thing out. Let's put a little twist in it just for aesthetics. We'll draw this piece on the end out and do a little ring to hang it up with, just for fun. That'll do. So it's a few days later, I'm finally getting another chance to work on the nail header. So what I've done is gone ahead and drilled a 5/32 inch hole to start our square drift in. I've also lightly crowned the whole thing. It needs to be kind of radius so that you can kind of work all around all sides of the nail without hitting the header too much. So next thing we're gonna do is drift this whole square and heat treat this guy. We'll post this thing up over the Pritchel hole, stick our drift in. Hopefully this will go smooth. Hopefully this is the last go. So let's set our drift in there like it was. There we go. Now this thing's got to be hardened 1045 water quench steel, nothing special. So here she is after heat treat and tempering as well. To temper, I just kind of passed it in and out of the forge until I saw blue all over here. I want this to be softer than the face of my hammer, so I tempered it into blue. But you want it to be hardened to some degree, so if you miss strike on it, you're not going to damage it. I had to kind of re-grind that radius. Looking back, I probably should have did that after I drifted the hole, so if you're going to make one of these, wait till after. But you see the hole? It's slightly larger on the top, slightly smaller on the bottom, so we got a bit of a taper in there, and that's what's going to help us make our nails. So I got a piece of stock I'm going to use to make the nails heating up in the fire, and I'll show you how this thing works. So what you should be able to do is forge out a good long taper. So what you should be able to do is forge you out a taper on your square around whatever you're starting with. This is 1/4 inch square. And then fit it through your hole about the length you're trying to make the nail. And then we'll cut it off up here, forge this down, and that's what will make the head of the nail. Hence the name nail header. So let's give that a shot. So the idea is we should be able to take our cutoff hardy to about where we want the head of the nail to be and cut just most of the way through it. So now if I've done everything right, I should be able to stick this in my nail header, break off the big piece, get it in there, and then forge all this down. Looks like crap. Let's try again. Forge nail attempt number 2. Or get it in there. There we go. That's a little better. Still a little crooked, but it's getting better. Let's try again. Forge nail attempt number 3. Ah, come on, don't bend. See why you need to have your header radius so you can kind of work around the edges of the nail like that. Get that nice kind of rose head chamfering on there. We're getting there, but still not perfect. All right, nail number 4. Come on, don't bend. Doesn't look too bad. They're getting a little better each time, but I'm going to keep going until I get one that I'm happy with. So here we go. I made 8 of these. I would like to keep working and make better ones, but that's all I have, the time I have to work on this. It's tricky because if you leave yourself too much material to make the head, you end up with that. If you don't leave yourself enough, you end up with that. So a lot more difficult than I thought it was going to be. But a great exercise in fundamentals. I'm a much better bladesmith than I am a blacksmith anyway. And this is really great for understanding the basics like tapering, upsetting, alignment, things like that. So yeah, great project if you're a beginner, or even if you're someone like me who's been doing it for a while but needs work on your basics. There you go. Functions as a nail, but it's about all it's got going for it. So there you go. Made a nail header tool, made some nails, used one to hang it up. Far from my best work, much more difficult than I thought it was going to be. Rather humbling experience, per se. But it was fun nonetheless, so you know, I recommend if you're into forging, give this a try. It'll really help you sharpen your understanding of the fundamentals and such. But anyway, thanks for watching. Please like, share, subscribe. Channel's continuing to grow. Please help it continue to do so. And if you have any questions, feel free to drop something in the comments. Thank you much.